in the wake of the happening of those 10 days of 2021, and of course, the year of the 2020, a new word is going to emerge in this corporate society that is always and forever changing. And that word is going to be labeled to those who live within the borders of the United States of America. And it's going to be called domestic terrorism. That is going to be the word. Not only domestic terrorism actually started when they used to call those white boys, those school shootings. Any white boy that owns a gun that went into schools or whatever and started shooting, they will call you domestic terrorists. And of course, the Washington D.C. sniper back in I think it was at the late 90s, 2000s, I do believe, that was orchestrated by a black man and a teenage boy. And you also had countless and countless of work shootings that was also betrayed by both white and black men. But when you think of domestic terrorism, everybody knows you think of white men. So the aftermath of banning our President Donald Trump, that is the word now. Anybody that supports him in any way or any fashion, you're considered domestic terrorist. We are going to go through some very, very strong, troubling times. A lot of people are going to conform and concede and follow the narrative of this society. They are going to do it. To keep a job, to keep your home life, to keep the bills paid, keep the roof over your head, and clothes on your back, and food and water in your stomach. People are going to make false claims about every damn thing being racist. White people are going to say more and more and more that black people are being oppressed. But then when you ask for the solution to help black people with their oppression, no one has an answer. Only thing they can say and do and provide it is say, we acknowledge it. Because majority of white folks not only don't have any money, they're not going to give up any money. They're just going to pull the aggressive Karen, we stand with you. So anyone that supports Donald Trump, not only they coming for your guns, they want to come for your guns, they actually want to come for your voice now. Like I said, the giants, all those giants that actually banned Donald Trump are the ones who initiated all these things. So this is where we are right now. We went from the so-called white boy terrorists who go shooting in schools and businesses. Now the new thing is going to be domestic terrorism through your voices. And they are going to do everything they can to privately shut you down. Facebook, Twitter, Google, Spotify, Snapchat, Instagram, Shopify, Reddit, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest. All these giants are going to do whatever they can to shut people down who has a different way of thinking than the norm. And there are going to be your family, your friends, your co-workers who are all going to side with these giants. So the next victim that I've been hearing is Bill Belichick. It's supposed to be awarded a Medal of Freedom by the president. And everyone is going bananas and bonkers over it. You got people from the Boston Globe, reporters, hollering out, if he accepted, you're dead to me. Little silly comments like that. All because of this so-called hatred of a person that we really didn't see anything that indicated him being a so-called racist. But the liberal media, including the sports media, who keep pushing these narratives onto the masses that's saying that white people are evil and white people are bad, but yet and still a lot of these guys are generating wealth by the 60-some% of white folks who live in this country. Businesses are being ran by a majority of white people, and black people support these businesses that you claim that is oppressing you. So now you can't even award a medal without getting railroaded by the court of public opinion. Donald Trump has not done anything legally wrong. The court of public opinion is the ones that is putting him on trial, and anyone that associates with him or agree in narrative that feminism, globalist, and racialist situations is not at the top of the food chain in your priority, which I do not. Those three things are the ones that's actually handicapping this society and brainwashing those who don't understand what's going on around them. Everything has to have balance and law and order. There's a reason why you're a man and a reason why that you're a woman. You are not supposed to be accepting anything dealing with globalist situations because it takes you away from the real issues residing to what's going on in this corporate society. And we cannot be sitting here worrying about every damn thing is racist when it's not. The numbers does not show that. Unemployment is down in this country. The workforce has never been so high. You actually look at the wealth of the Caucasians, they made $98.6 trillion within 3 years of 2020. So-called police brutality is actually less than 5%. And so-called racism, when was the last time a white person actually called a black person the N-word besides a black person calling each other the N-word if they're not shooting each other? Once again, you look at the numbers. White on black crime is actually down a negative 8%. Black on white crime is up 50%, and black on black crime is right around 90%. So how did Donald Trump escalate these things? Like I said, the war on freedom of speech is based off of narrative, based off of feminism, globalist, and racialist situations in this country. This country has always had these problems. People make it sound like Donald Trump started this shit. And now we got the word called domestic terrorism labeled onto him. Now they're talking about impeaching him. And he's getting ready to leave office within 2 weeks. Which I think he won't be impeached. He got 100% chance of being impeached because none of this shit makes any sense. So now the coach of the New England Patriot has a decision to make if he accepts the award from our president of the Medal of Freedom. Like I said, this society is going to go down the drain the next couple years. We have 4 years of this shit. 4 years. This thing called cancel culture, this so-called thing of domestic terrorism, pushing feminist and globalist and racialist situations in this country, and last but not least, if not other things that's to come through the years, but this COVID-19 and this vaccine is also going to be the backbreaker of where we're going to go in this country. So everything is at stake here. Everything is at stake. And not only our freedom of speech is going to be jeopardized, all the other things that we have yet to see is also going to be jeopardized as well. Yes, you are going to lose family, friends, co-workers, loved ones. You're going to lose all of them because people are going to conform to these ideologies of these situations in this country. People are going to turn their backs on being real. They are. They're going to turn their backs. And it's going to be a damn shame that people can't think for themselves and speak their own minds without being like everybody else, sheeps. Everybody else are sheeps. People want to go back, claim they want to go back to the way things are. But you using your emotions to control you. Feelings. How you personally feel about somebody. Once again, like I said, I have no issues with Donald Trump. None whatsoever. And the new administration that's going to come in is really going to put the smackdown on everybody. Am I worried? Absolutely not. Because I rather receive death than someone to silence me. And that's true. That's real. Like I said, I rather receive death before anyone silence me.